Beginner's guide. Now that I've joined crypto, what next?
So you're welcome to the Women in Crypto community. If you are a newcomer, this is your beginner's guide because I've been getting lots of questions from students, lots of questions from newcomers. Where do I go from here after joining your community? How do I? So I understand all of this because cryptocurrency is a different industry from what you know, right? And so you really need a step-by-step guide. Most of you come into the industry and you see all the complications you're seeing this, you're seeing that. Most of it, this is mathematics, oh, I'm confused, though, and you become a bit frustrated. So this is a beginner's guide for newcomers, even old members in the community who do not really know their way around cryptocurrency can also go through this guide. I'm going to make this video available to both my YouTube channel, my Instagram channel, and the Women in Crypto Facebook channel. Please, if this video is meant to be for educational purposes, right? It's very important as a new member you go through it over and over again. Study your course, right? And let's begin. Well, my name is Ifoma from Ramak, and I'm the coordinator of Women in Crypto Nigeria. I'm a Nollywood actress, a writer, and a work from home mom. Yeah, I work from home. As you can see, I'm at home making this video. That is the beautiful thing about cryptocurrency. So when you come to the Women in Crypto community, where do you start from? Where do you go from here? Now, the first thing I normally do is I normally have introductory classes, right? After my introductory classes to cryptocurrency, the introductory classes is free. It is free. And those who are interested in joining the paid group, I'm going to pay, we normally charge the stipend, just $50, right? That is what we charge for now. As at the time I'm making this video on the 28th of August 2023, the price is still $50, right? $50. So do the conversion in your own currency and make your payment. So after paying this money, what do you do next? People normally ask a lot of questions. So I'm going to be addressing some of the important questions that you ask after paying. What next? After paying for the course, after paying $50 for the course, what next? Now, you know that the course is hosted on the site called Seller. I put it on the Seller as a Seller platform. Seller is a website where we hosted the course because I am still working on our Women in Crypto website because crypto is not really legalized in Nigeria as I'm making this video. So getting a CAC document for anything related to crypto will be a bit difficult. So that is why we hosted. That's why we don't really have an official website of our own for now, but we are working on it, and that is why it's hosted on Seller. So if you want to there are two ways to pay for this course. You can either pay through the link that was sent to you. 1 minute. David and Zora, stop making noise. So there are two ways to pay for the course, right? The first way is to pay through the link. I'm going to give you a link to make the payment. It's the Women in Crypto Seller link, womenincrypto.seller.co. That should be the name of the link. Women in crypto.seller.co. That is the link to purchase the course, right? So we also have affiliate people who are affiliating our course, right? So they can also give you the link to make your payments. Our affiliate programs give 30% commission for each referral. So once you use the link and make your payment, if you are paying through me, I'm going to give you a link, womenincrypto.seller.co, even through your affiliates, womenincrypto.seller.co with their affiliate code number, right? So after making the payment through the link, You're going to get 2 receipts from seller. The first receipt will be your payment receipt, and the second mail will be will contain a link that you can use to access your course. Now, the course is made up of 8 to 9 to 10 videos. But I intend adding more videos to the course. Now, these videos is going to introduction to crypto and a different form of trading. That's what is contained in the video. It's very important that when you pay for this course, you access the course and through the seller website and you start studying your course. Now, how do you access the course? You can access the course by going to their official website, seller.co, right? And you'll be asked to create an account with seller, right? So create an account as a customer with your password. Then when you open to that, when you log into that your seller dashboard, you see a icon like this to your top right. When you log in, after creating the account, with that email you used in buying the course, right? When you create the account with that email, you'll be asked to log in. When you log in, you see an icon in the top right in your seller dashboard that looks like this. When you click on it, scroll down, you see something called my purchases, right? So when you click on that my purchases, you will now see, what do they call it, the course. When you click on that, you see the course, beginner and advanced course in cryptocurrency. Remember, the $50 you are paying for is going to cover up for your beginners and advanced course. So if you're a beginner, we're going to take you from a beginner to an advanced in cryptocurrency. So that is it. That's one way to access your course. Another way to access your course is through that receipt, that email that was sent to you from seller. With that email, you will see a place where you can access your course. They will send you 2 emails. One is the payment receipt, and the second one, it will contain a place where you can access your course. So you can access your course from there after creating an account with seller, right? So that is. So remember when you click on this beginner and advanced course, when you click on it, you can click on access course, right? And this is your course. So after going through the intro, you go to your course curriculum. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. To all the videos. When you are done with introduction to crypto, go back to course curriculum, click on the second video, it will start playing. When you are done with the lecture 2, go back to course curriculum, go to lecture 3. When you are done watching lecture 3, go back to course curriculum, select. That's what you will do to finish watching all the videos. Getting your course, you will be added to 3 different groups. We have 3 different groups in our course. We have a lot of groups, but the 3 important groups that you'll be added to is the Women in Crypto discussion group. In fact, after paying, if you are paying by yourself, after paying through the link, you will be redirected from that seller payment site. You'll be redirected to join the discussion group. It's automatic. So if you are paying by yourself, you will be after making your payment and confirming your payments, you'll be redirected automatically to join the discussion group, right? Now, if you don't know how to pay from seller, you can always send your money to my account, right? From Augustina Inyaga. I use Access Bank for now. I also have other accounts. I intend to open an account with Money Point. So, as I do this video, is Access Bank. And please, when making your payments, don't put anything crypto related. If you put anything crypto related, they're going to block my account. None of my accounts have been blocked before. So don't do anything crypto related. So you can, if you don't want to pay through that seller platform, you can just send me your money, the money with your name, your phone number, and your email address. I'll register you myself. You get the link in your email, the payment link in your email, and you can then start studying your course. So after getting the course, like I said, if you are buying by yourself, even if I'm buying for you, you will be redirected to join the discussion group. There are 3 groups you should join. The discussion group is where we normally have discussion. It's an open group. It's not a closed group. You see people go to ask their questions, we interact. It's a discussion group for those who have joined the community. We even post some of our signals there, but it's money for discussion, asking your questions as you're studying your course and you're trading. The second group you'll be joining is called the Signal Group. The Signal Group is a closed group. This is where we'll be dropping our trading signals, both short-term trades, long-term trades, and futures trading, DeFi trading, all our sports trading, all our signals on the coins to buy, on the cryptocurrencies to buy. We drop it in our Signal Group. It's a closed group. The third group you'll be joining will be the Women in Crypto, the WIC. Whenever it's anything like WIC, just know it means Women in Crypto. It's called the Women in Crypto Training and Advanced Group, Advanced Training Group. This is where we do most of our training. It's a WhatsApp community because people prefer WhatsApp these days to Zoom classes and live and all of that. So I normally prefer having WhatsApp classes so that those who are not online, we don't have the class, and always go through the WhatsApp group and go through their own training. So it's a WhatsApp, what do they call it, group, but it's a closed group. So if you join the community, you'll be added to these three groups: the Women in Crypto Discussion Group, the Women in Crypto Signal Group, and the Women in Crypto Training and Advanced Training Group. That's the three groups. So the discussion group is for discussion, the signal group is for dropping of trading signals, and the advanced group is for where we do our advanced. Now if you join, we normally hold 3 days training in the advanced group for new members. Now what those 3 days training, what we are teaching you in that 3 days class is also entailed in your course. So if you are studying your course, attend our 3 days class for newcomers. But whatever it is we are teaching you in the 3 days class is what is entailed in your course. We broke it down a bit so that you can understand better. But we always still refer you back to your course, right? So that is it. So after studying your course, now when you buy your course, please make an effort to study your course. Make an effort to study your course. Study it over and over again. You can't just say because you attended class, you've mastered. You always go back and study because it's a new industry for you. You don't expect to know everything at once. So keep studying over and over and over to keep assimilating what is entailed there so you can understand better. If you just study it once and you're shouting and crying that you don't understand anything, there's nothing I can do. I can only do my best by teaching you, but you always see it because I will always refer you to go back to your course. If I say on sports trading, go back to your course, you see where it is there. On this, go back to your course. You always need to go back to your course till you've mastered it. It's what I'm teaching you here is like 5 years experience. So you can't be like me until you start studying. You have to study, right? You can't just get quick and say I want to start trading like me. It's not possible. You must be willing to learn. You must be committed to learning. You must be committed to learning. Study your course, right? So when you study your course, after studying your course, what next? You want to start even as you're studying your course, you can even start applying because this course is explanatory, is a guide step by step of what to do. Some people will ask me, after studying my course, what next? What should I do from here? What am I going to do? How do I start trading? This and this and that. So after studying your course, what next? You'll be asked to download some apps. So which apps do you need to download to start your journey in cryptocurrency? There are 3 important apps that you need. There are many other apps, but there are 3 important apps that you need to download. Number 1, you need a centralized exchange. You need a centralized example of a centralized exchange is Binance, Bybit, MEX, Gate.io, Coinbase, SuperX, right? There are a lot of centralized exchanges. I've explained what a centralized exchange is in our course. So go and study your course. So you have, when you download your centralized exchange, you have to get yourself verified because a centralized exchange is like a bank. Your bank where you need to get yourself verified. They'll ask you to put your BVN on your passport, snap your face to be sure that you're not a scam or a fraud. So what do you do with a centralized exchange? You use centralized exchanges. You can either use it to buy coin and hold. You can use it to trade. Our different form of trading, sports trading, futures trading. You can use it to stake your cryptocurrency. When I say stake, it means that when you fix your money for interest. So if you are buying coins for long term, you can fix your money for interest, right? You can Binance has a place where they have educational materials where you can also learn more about cryptocurrencies. But you can also buy your USDT there. You know what USDT is? Your USDT is like the dollar in the crypto world. So we buy our USDT in a centralized exchanges. You can either buy your USDT in Binance or Bybit or a centralized exchange through what we call the peer-to-peer marketplace. As I'm talking to you right now, we still use the peer-to-peer marketplace to buy our USDT because the banks have a strong policy against crypto. I explained it in the course, right? So we buy our USDT, we buy our coins. For example, now you want to trade all the different forms. I explained we buy our Ethereum there. We buy our BNB there. Ethereum and BNB is a coin that you can buy and hold, or you can also buy them and use it to trade on a decentralized platform. I explained these things in the course. So if you want to buy coins for long term, and not all coins are listed in all exchanges. For example, Binance, Bybit. You can find that some coins on Binance may not be on Bybit. Some coins on Bybit may not be on SuperX. So not all coins. So we may give you a coin to buy. You may not see it in Binance. You may not see it in You may see it in Bybit. You may not see it in Bybit. You may see it in SuperX, right? So, but it's not really all coins that are in centralized exchanges. Sometimes you see some coins in a decentralized exchange. Extract all these new coins, all these new tokens, mostly tokens. I explained the difference between a coin and a token in your video, in your trading course. So you're gonna see most of these coins in a decentralized. So the first app that you need to download is called the Binance, your centralized exchange, either Binance or Bybit, right? That is what you would need to download for your journey as a starter and get it verified. That is your starting point. Get it verified. When you download the app, you get it verified. Number two, what you need is a wallet. We have different kinds of wallets, but we normally use Trust wallets. We use Trust wallets or IM token. I love using IM token. Trust wallet, and I have the two wallet MetaMask. So these are some important what do they call it? Some important wallet that I use in our journey in cryptocurrency. Trust wallet. Now what do you do? Let me write it here. Trust wallet. You see the icon is something like how does it even look like again? I think something like this, blue shield or so, like a blue shield. So we use an IM token. We use MetaMask. These are all wallets. So you can just download the Trust wallet. You don't need all of them. You can use only the Trust wallet. But each of them, they serve almost the same thing. These two of them are called EVM, Ethereum Virtual Machines. They're basically mostly for Ethereum tokens, right? So you need a Trust wallet. Now, when you download the Trust wallet, unlike centralized exchanges, for Trust wallets, you'll be given a 12-key phrase. You see a 12-key phrase. Please, in this 12-key phrase, I beg you in the name of God, do not disclose this 12-key phrase to anybody. Do not disclose it to anybody. Anybody that has access to your 12-key phrase will have access to your money, your crypto in your wallets, right? In this your trust wallet, now you can open different wallets in this. So maybe now you're managing a crypto account for people. You can have more than 1,000 wallets in just a single wallet. Maybe wallet A, VIP coin. So if you have this trust wallet, you can now use it to, we use trust wallet to do, is a wallet where you can save your cryptocurrencies or trade on a decentralized exchange. So it brings us to decentralized trading. To trade on a decentralized platform, you need to connect to a wallet. We have different types of decentralized trading. We have Pancake Swap. This is the popular ones that we have. Pancake Swap. We have Uniswap. We have Poolcoin. We have a lot of platforms where we do decentralized trading, right? These are all independent. They are built on the web. They are independent. You don't need to get yourself verified before you trade on the decentralized platform. I explained it to your course. But for you to trade in a centralized exchange, you need a wallet to connect, because it's that wallet that you do the swapping, and you must connect to a wallet. That's why you need a trust wallet or any of these wallets. So download any of these from your app store. You see a 12 key phrase. Some have 12 key phrase, some have 14 key phrase. It's most like your password. So even if you lose your phone, right, and you have your 12 key phrase, when you get a new phone, you can always import your wallet using your 12 key phrase. So very important that that 12 key phrase, you keep it, safeguard it. Really, really important, right? So that is what we need our wallet. You can also swap. You can also swap coins in your wallet. You can swap from one coin to another, but not all coins are available to swap in a trust wallet. So when you go to your trust wallet, you can swap from one coin to the other in your trust wallet. So I want to talk about something very important about trading in your trust wallet. You will see some, especially if you are trading on a decentralized platform, you want to buy a coin on Pancake Swap. You need the BNB. BNB is the Binance coin for Binance. You need to buy this coin from a centralized exchange like Binance. You will not send to your trust wallet or any of these wallets. But please, when sending it to any of these wallets, what you need is BSC. You have to, when you are sending it, say the network you'll be using in your, when you open your trust wallet, you see BNB, you see BSC. Make sure the wallet address you are copying is BSC, so that because this is the one you can use to trade from. But this is the one you buy from a centralized exchange. But when sending it to here, you have to convert it to this one. I explained it in your video. I explained it there. Let me not waste much time on this. So I've explained what you need. You need a centralized exchange like Binance Bybit, where you can use to buy your coins for sports trading. You can trade futures, you can stake, you can learn, you can engage in a launch pad. A lot of things you can do in your centralized exchange. You can buy your USDT, you also need a wallet. Example, trust wallet. Let me write some example of centralized wallets. Bybit, Binance, Gate.io. It's in your course. I'm just repeating myself. Gate.io, Super S, MEX, Coinbase. These are all centralized exchanges. There are a lot of these. There are thousands, hundreds of centralized exchanges. So you need a wallet like Trust Wallet, IMDoku, MetaMask. They have a lot of wallets, a whole lot of it. But for now, what you need, we use Trust Wallets. It's one of the easiest to understand and one of the popular ones that we use. And then we need a coin aggregator. Coin aggregator. When I say coin aggregator, what do I mean? Coin aggregator I use to make our research about cryptocurrency. Some people say, where do I get contract address? Where do I know when the coin is falling? How? So a coin aggregator, we have CoinGecko. The two most popular ones are CoinGecko, CoinMarketCap. We have other ones too. We have a lot of coin aggregators, but the two popular ones are CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap. These are the two popular ones that we have. So what do you do with CoinGecko? Here you can make your research. And for now, you are still collecting count. When you open your CoinGecko, put your email, get yourself verified. Don't do it. Just put your email. They'll send you a link to your email to be sure that you are the one. Just confirm your listing and you can start using it. So here you can make your research about coins or tokens. You can know if a coin is going up or coming down. You can do a tokenomics of a coin in any of those. You can copy your contract address or coin contract. I explained it in the course. I explained it there. So you can do any of these things there. And you can also be collecting crypto candies. These candies can be converted to cash. You can use it to buy NFTs. A lot of things you can do with it. So CoinGecko and Coin are similar. Just we use them to make our research about coins. So this is the first phase of the video. I'll be answering some other questions in the second phase of the video, right?